Hey you guys, I'm back with another video. Real quick, I just want to talk to you guys about, the messages that you give to people. Sometimes you can spark somebody's brain to really want to do better in life. I never discriminate. I never look down on anybody. I've seen a lot of people living a low vibrational life, and when God tells me to talk to people, guess what? I take the time and I talk to them. I met some gentleman yesterday that clearly was not on a good path in life, and I hope that what I said to them really sparked their interest in wanting to do better and wanting to change. I really hope that I did what God told me to do, which was, hey, tell them something positive. And I did that. And I feel so accomplished that I did that. So, I wasn't worried about people saying, oh, why is she hanging with them? Why is she talking to them? Well, maybe it's because God is telling me to tell them something positive so they can change their life. And that's what I did. I told them what I had to say, and I really hope that they take heed to the message that the Lord was trying to tell them through me. Sometimes the Lord can give you messages through different people, different situations. Sometimes it'll be somebody you least expect to come and give you some positive words of encouragement. God will use anybody just like the devil will use anybody. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. The devil will use anybody just like God will use anybody. But the devil can't use God's people because we refuse to do wickedness. Okay? That's one thing we do not stand for. So, but what we try to do is we try to save people. And, the chosen ones, we tend to have this like saving the community complex. But of course we can't save everybody. Only the Lord can save you. So that's all it is. You just have to really believe in yourself and believe in others, but they have to believe in themselves first. They have to really want better. That's what I really understood for myself. Like, people really need to want better for themselves. You could tell somebody, hey, you have, like I told these young men last night, I said, listen, when they were giving me a ride to where I needed to go, and I said, listen, you can be doing so much better with your life. You have a lot of potential. Don't waste it. Don't waste your potential on just, don't waste your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the potential to do a lot better, a lot more positive things. And it's clear that, some of them were taking life as a joke. I did what I needed to do, which was pass on that positive message that the Lord was telling me to do. The Lord was telling me to do that. So I did what God told me to do. Hey, tell these young brothers to get it together. Get it together. Because you guys think that God is coming to judge you, or Jesus is coming to judge you at the end. He's judging you right now. And he's judging you on your intentions. If your intention is to make money in a positive way so you can do positive things, you're going to be all right. But if your intention is to go around and, do wickedness, sell drugs, beef. I've actually seen young men nowadays, it's so sad, that they like drama. They like beef. They like to be like, yeah, I just fought somebody. Ha 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 ha. I'm a big and bad gangster man. It's not gangster to be sitting in jail. It's not gangster to be, running from the police and all that kind of stuff. That shit ain't gangster. That's really cowardly, in my opinion. And Is making money being a sex worker justly? Well, you know what I think is, I think that when you're coming out of the hands of the devil, it happens slowly, not in one day. Everybody expects you to be a born again, changed person in one day. And even the Bible tells you that it takes time. So right now, congratulations guys, because you are witnessing my transition into a better life. You should feel so lucky that you're able to see this great thing happening right before your eyes. Literally right before your eyes, you see my life transitioning into something better and more positive. And that is amazing, because I love that people can finally, this channel has really helped people see what's always been there. A great person, a positive person, who they've always said negative things to make it seem like I'm a negative person, I'm this, I'm that. And I said, one day I said, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on the camera and I'm gonna talk. And here we are. Here we are. We came so far, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm proud of you guys. So please continue to support, continue to watch this transition into a better life, because pretty soon there will be no need to engage in any type of that work. But actually, you guys, I might be working at Sephora. I saw some job opportunities. You guys know I love beauty, makeup, everything makeup related. And I'm actually trying to transition to be a paid makeup artist. If I could start doing weddings and makeup and stuff like that, I would be so happy. But you know what it is when you come from something negative, you have to really fight spiritually to get to a positive level. People don't understand that the devil really be having, oh shit, what the hell? Oh, that's my headphone. No! Oh, I broke my headphones. No, you guys. Oh my god, I need some new headphones. Oh my god. Anyway, you guys, this sucks. I'm gonna see if I can glue them or something because I love these headphones. I'm so mad, and I love the color. They're so pretty. But listen, people don't understand how it's really hard to get out of the grips of Satan when he has you. And that's why I try to spread that positivity to other people. Like, hey, listen, you could do better. You could do more. Sometimes people just need to hear that. And you can't do it for them. I understand that. But hey, if you could spark some type of thought process, then you won. You did your job. And that's what life's about. Life isn't about trying to persecute everybody. There's too much of that going on already. You know, blasting, exposing. I live my truth, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of me surviving and becoming a better person. So, you know, if you wanna talk, you know, down on me for that, then hey, that's on you. But like I said, you too. But like I said, congratulations, because you guys are witnessing. What's that saying? It goes. You are watching a master at work. Yes, you guys. So you are basically watching someone become a better version of themselves in real time, turning all the negativity into positivity. Everything I've been through, all the abuse, all the, you know, trauma, look how I took all of that and made it into something positive. And so can you. And so can you. And, you know, I feel good that I was able to even give those young men like even 5 minutes of my time. You know why? Because sometimes people need to see that and be like, wow, do you know who we had in our car? That girl that's always talking positive. Wow. You know, it makes people think like maybe I'm not a piece of shit. Maybe I am worth something. It gives people hope. So instead of tearing people down all the fucking time, why don't you try to give people some hope to want to fucking believe in something? And I feel like that's what I do. I give people hope to say, hey, maybe I could pray to God. Maybe God will forgive me because he's forgiving her. He's helping her. Look what he's done. And she's talking to me. Wow. You know, some people feel like they're a piece of shit. But that's not up to us to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever people do, hey, they're gonna pay for everything they do, and they're gonna be judged accordingly. And so all we can do is try to break the mental chains that people are in. A lot of people are in, you know, mental chain, like they're in bondage mentally. Really think about that. Like mentally some people are in chains, like literally stuck. And that's why people like me are essential, because we really spark the brains of the people that want to do better. Some people actually want to do better in life. They just need that little push. They just need that little nudge, or they need to be able to see it and be like, hey, that's possible. You know what I'm saying? I can do that too. Just like when people see me outside talking on my phone, you know, doing what I'm doing now. It gives people strength to say, hey, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could be better. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just always thinking negative, always spreading negativity, gossip, drama, because that's all they see. That's all, you know, a lot of people are just a product of their environment. They see negativity, that's all they know. So, you know, if you could just show them a little bit of positivity, say, hey, why don't you could come this way. You don't got to go that way. Instead of turning around and telling them like, you ain't shit, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? You could do it in a different way. You could inspire people, and that's what I try to do. I try to inspire people every single day to become a better version of themselves. Now, it's up to them to want to become a better version of themselves. I'm not responsible for what other people do. I'll tell you that right now. I am not responsible for what other people do. I'm only responsible for what I do. And that's it. Wes said, beautiful. Thank you, Wes. The said, you cannot inspire even a homeless. What are you talking about? Are you looking down on homeless people? Is that what we're doing? And Tony said, do you like Faith Evans? What does Faith Evans have to do with this conversation? Like, you guys are just not, I don't understand. So yeah, like I said, be the light, not the darkness, if you have the opportunity to be. It's simple. But too many people, they just want to bask in the darkness. You know, I can flow through the darkness, and guess what? When I go through the darkness, I tend to grab people out of there. I love going in the pit and grabbing people out of there and saying, hey, come with me. You could do better. You don't gotta subject yourself to that. But a lot of the people that are not in darkness, they don't even look back to help anybody, to motivate nobody. They just be like, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Okay, well. When I started this channel, you guys, it was about what I can do to help the world. What can I give back to the world? You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's thinking about what they could take. No, what can you give back to the world, to people, to inspire them to be better? And in turn, that's how you get blessed. That's how you get blessed, by inspiring others to be better, by helping other people be better. Not by tearing. How you gonna tear somebody down that's already down? It makes no sense. They're already down. What, you wanna stomp on them too? You wanna stomp on their face? They're already in the pit. Yeah. It's too many people wanting to stomp on each other, and it's just like crabs in a bucket. Everybody just grabbing each other, and everybody's falling down on top of each other. It's ridiculous. That crabs in a bucket mentality, leave that shit in 2025. It's the new year. Just crabs in a bucket, just pulling each other down, just, I'm better than you, this and this and that. Nobody's better than anybody, because guess what? At the end of the day, when the Most High comes back, we're all getting judged. Everybody. So you could think that your sin is, I don't work in sex work. Yeah, but you steal and you lie. So, we all have skeletons in our closet. Let's not act like we don't. But if you say that you are this higher vibrational person, inspire others to be better. Show them the example without, persecuting other people. Because when I go in the pit, like I said, I bring people out. That's what I do. I don't go in the pit and be like, ha ha, you're still in the pit. No. I'd be like, hey, listen, have you ever thought about, doing something different? Or, hey, you're worth more than that. Even just that sentence alone can change somebody's life. Just telling somebody, hey, you have a lot of potential. You could do a lot with your life. Just that could change somebody's whole perception. But, since nobody wants to inspire nobody, everybody just wants to be in competition with each other. I'm better than you. I got this. I did this before you. I look better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid. When I did my makeup today, I didn't do my makeup because I wanted to look better than anybody. I did my makeup because I like to do my makeup. Because this is the way I like to present myself. It brings me happiness. Not to be like, oh, I look better than you bitches don't do. No. It's not why I did my makeup today. So, all that stuff, it really needs to stop. It really does. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for being here with me in this chat. I love you guys so much. And again, stay positive, because that's how you get your blessings. By blessing others, by inspiring others, by being a better person, a better version of yourself, and just being different. Don't be the same as everybody else. All right, love you guys so much. Bye bye.